Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I've got something a bit different for you today. It will involve opening an interesting package, but it's not Happy Mail this time, in that it's not the Stitchery swap or the art swap or anything from anybody I know. It's a bit of a first for me. A company called One Day Saving, I'll put it here, One Day Saving, contacted me recently to say would I like to try some of their products and review them, show my viewers, let them know what I think. So I said yes please, I'd be interested in that. I had a look at the website and thought there were a few things on there that I'd be interested in, so probably some of my viewers would be as well. So this is going to be an honest review, but to me it looks like depends, but we'll see when I get in, but it looks like there's some real bargains on there and a lot of things I really liked. So they have all kinds of handicraft things. Handicrafts, that's an old-fashioned word now, isn't it? They seem to have a lot of diamond painting things, which was, that's not something that I do, but I know a lot of people love it. I went for, I think they called it their scrapbooking section. I'll show you because I've got it up here somewhere. Hang on. Here we go. This is they call it the scrapbook series. So all kinds of dyes and inks and things like that. So I've gone for a lot of these kind of things, and I think there were some stitchery bits. I can't even remember now what I chose. They let me choose $20 worth of things to try, so it was great that I was able to choose myself. There are other, if I click on more links here we go, so more links. So there's wax seal stuff, weaving series, so there's all kinds of yarns and things there. So I've changed this to be in pounds, but I don't think it matters. If I understand it right, it doesn't matter which country you're in. So we've got euros, dollars, pounds, Canadian dollars and Australian dollars all listed there. I think they sent all those places, and from what I can tell from the tracking that I got, this was delivered to me by Every, which is a courier company over here, but it seemed to come straight from China. So I think it as far as I understand, it doesn't matter where you are. And I thought some of these looked like real bargains, so I thought, let's see. I can't remember now, this is going to be a bit of a surprise because I can't remember what I actually ordered. So shall we go in and have a look? Exciting. So I've not done this before, where a company has sent me something to review like this, but yeah. I will put links to their website and the products I'm actually going to show in the description box. Obviously you can go in and check it all out for yourself. I'm not, other than being sent the items, I'm not kind of affiliated with them or getting paid anything to do this. So this will be my honest opinion. Let's have a look. Oh, I'm opening it up and you don't want to look at my face. Here we go. So it seems to have, it's a bit like with Timo, I guess. It's just all in a bag, so you've got to hope that everything has arrived undamaged. It seems to, it's looking pretty good. Oh, I forgot about that. Right, that's it. Let's get rid of the noisy bag. Let's have a look. So these are little dies, little metal dies, which you can use to cut paper and card. And actually, I've cut felts and things with them as well. I'll try those out for you in a minute and we'll see how they work. But they look to be perfectly good dies to me. And these were... So this little die set was $1.94 now. I can tell you what it is in $2.57 US dollars. Brilliant. It's letting me change to Canadian dollars $3.40, Australian dollars $3.85. That's handy to be able to tell you all of that. So we'll try those out in a minute and see how they work. I'm sure they'll be fine. They look, they just look like dies usually look. And I find dies such a useful thing. You do need a die cutting machine to use them, but now this is a wooden base. I've forgotten what they called it, but the idea is that you can put a crochet hook in there and you can crochet onto it. So we'll make a little project out of this. I'm just going to put this video up now, opening everything and quickly trying out anything that can be quickly tried out, and then I'll do some project videos using the products as well. Yeah, so the idea is that I can use yarn, possibly 2 or 3 lengths of yarn, or I might try it with some recycled plan when you make yarn out of plastic bags, something like that, and you can create a little basket container with it, and I imagine you could use it as the base of a basket and weave into it and things as well. I wish I'd asked for 2 or 3 of these now so I could try different things with them, but we'll see. Oh, I need to tell you how much that was as well. Hang on, I'll go out to that one in a minute because the dies are all in the same section. So, oh, look at this. This is cute. Yeah, I forgot this one. It looks really cute. So this is a set. Again, you would need a die cutting machine for this. But I noticed they had die cutting machines. I'm sure they had die cutting machines on here as well. They've got a die cutting machine here for 57.88 Australian dollars. There's another one here for 52.09 Australian dollars. 34.74, 38.61 pounds. So because I can compare more easily with that. So in pounds, that little die cutting machine is £27 or £30. Blimey. I mean, and it looks like it comes with the cutting plates and everything. I think that looks, here we go, so let's just check. Yeah, you get the cutting plates as well. Now, I've not tried this one, so I can't tell you how good it is. Does it even tell you what size it is? You can kind of see by it's a little dinky one. So my little small one. So this is my little dinky cuttlebug that I've had for donkey's years. You just, hang on. I'll show you how it all works in a minute. But essentially you just put the cutting plates and the little dies in there, and whatever you're going to cut, you turn the handle and the die cut pieces come out. And I have used this little soldier for years. Of course, I can't tell you how good this one is, but I would say for 30 quid that's worth a punt. Yeah, I can't tell you, hand on heart, I can't tell you whether this particular cutting machine is any good or not, because I haven't personally tried it. But that seems a very reasonable price. I know I paid about 35 quid for this some years ago, like 15 years ago. But it has been such a little soldier. So this little stamp set here, you can see it all stamped out there. We'll try this in a minute. I'll show you how it works. So you get the little stamp set, and then you get the dies to cut out your stamped images and some other bits and pieces as well. So like the fence and the house there. Oh, there's a lot to play with there. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. £6 in English money, $7.72 US dollars, 11.57 Australian dollars. There also seem to be a lot of special offers going on. If you spend so much, you get 2 free gifts. If you spend over $50, you get, I'm assuming that's American dollars, you get free shipping. It's all looking pretty good, actually. I will try them for you so we can see how well they work. Love the look of this little die set. Cuts out these, I love my daisy flowers. So you've got the leaves separately, and when you get the ones like this where you've got that cut out shape in between, it kind of embosses the cut out shape, which is really nice. And that's the centre of the flowers, so that'll do the same. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. You can layer them up. Going to have a lot of fun with these. And I've been meaning to get back into doing some card making and things for a while, so this will prompt me to do that. Just thought that chicken thing was just so fun. I always loved comical chickens like that. What's this one? Oh yes, this one's fun. Oh, it's nice that I've forgotten what I ordered so I can have the fun of finding out. Can't open the packet though. This is another matching stamp and die set. So there's the stamp set. And then you've got the matching die that cuts out all the pieces. So I could just stamp those all in one go onto white card or something and cut them all in one go. In fact, I would have to with these. With some of these kind of sets, you can cut the dies apart. With these, no, you've got to cut all in one piece. So I would stamp all in one piece as well. So I won't cut these apart. I will use these all as one. I'll show you that in a minute. And this, I can't remember what it is at the moment. Everything seems to be in very good condition. There's no damage to anything. Came very quickly. I only told them what my choices were about a week ago, and these are with me already, so I don't know if it's always that quick. Oh, I forgot about this as well. Now this is this little paint by numbers kit. It's a little cute owl paint by numbers kit. So it's $7.71 Australian dollars, $5.14 US dollars. I didn't do euros before. 4.67 euros. In pounds, it's only £4, so I thought, well, it's got to be worth a try. Again, I will actually do this in a separate video rather. So yeah, for £4 English money. So what do we get? Here's the little owl we're aiming at. I'm assuming it'll be a bit bigger than that. My stepdaughter loves owls. Here's the canvas. Oh, that's just a bit of packaging. So obviously I'll perhaps put this under something heavy overnight just to flatten it all out. I don't know why the 10s are there. Oh, obviously that's one colour of the background. So number 10 is just white. Oh, it's nice that you paint the background rather than just leaving bare canvas. That will look better. So yeah, I might have to put the magnifying goggles on to do it. Let's try and get it so that you can see. Here we go. But it's all very clearly printed. There's no smudginess, because I have seen people show some cheap paint by numbers kits before and they've been like smudgy and things, and you know, not very well printed, but that all looks fine, doesn't it? Remains to be seen how good the paints and the brushes are, but they look pretty good. And look, you've even got the hanging things to put your canvas up at the end. I think I'd need more than just those hooks probably to put it out, but yeah, and there's nothing in the way of instructions at all, but I suppose it's all pretty obvious, isn't it? The brushes look lovely actually. Let's have a look. They look really nice. I have to say, I was expecting perhaps cheap and nasty brushes, but those look lovely, and a nice little range of sizes and shapes for me to complete this with. I'm going to get rid of this plastic because it annoys me. It feels heavy, so I'm assuming that means it hasn't dried out. Let's just open one of these just to see how the paint is looking. Oh, yeah, very definitely not dried up. Very much not dried up. Looks lovely from what I can tell. Yeah, very happy with that for £4. Yeah, I'll get hours of fun making that and hopefully produce something that's nice enough to give to somebody. My stepdaughter loves owls. Quite happy with that. Told you the price of that one. Oh, I didn't find the price of this one. I left that to the end, didn't I? And did I find the price of the daisies? Oh, here's the daisies. So £3 English money for these, which I think is really good. €3.50 in United States dollars. We've got $3.86 Canadian. We've got $5.10 Australian. We've got $5.78. So I mean, yeah, I can only really understand it in terms of English pounds, but I would say £3 is really good for that. I just want to find this wooden thing, so I think I have to go to more links, go to weaving. I think I found that in the weaving. Well, there's a little hand loom there. Love this bag here, really nice, funky crochet hooks. Whole kind of crochet. Oh, what happened then? Whole kind of crochet set there. Looks amazing for someone who wants to start. Cute knitting needle ends. Look like hands. Oh, I've been wanting one of those for ages. These things, look. We were trying to get hold of them in the shop I was working in last year, and we couldn't get them at a reasonable price, but £15. Yeah, I might think about it. If I order from these people, I would probably, that's something I'd definitely go for. I want to know, I don't know if I can find out before I do the next video using this stuff. It says free shipping over $50, and when you change to other currencies here, it doesn't change that. What's interesting, it said VAT in any area will be, yeah, the VAT tax in any area will be borne by us. That's good to know, so we haven't got to worry about that. Tattoo stickers, epoxy moulds, paint by numbers, weaving series, that seems to be knitting, crochet and everything. Puzzles, what's in puzzles? Should we have a look? Ooh, interesting. For people who are into puzzles. I feel like I interrupted myself. I was about to do something that, yeah, I did, didn't I? I didn't find that thing yet. I'll tell you what, that they'll want to watch this video. Look at that rainbow yarn. £4. That seems good, doesn't it? 10 strand worsted with this lovely pastel rainbow and this bright rainbow. Oh, look at that. Here's a picture of how it knits up. I think this is, you know, the thing is, you're wary of these things because you think it was a good price, but it's coming from China, you know, how good is it going to be? And you want to see reviews and stuff. I guess that's why they're sending these out to people like me, because they want to show people whether the stuff is any good or not. I'll tell you what, they will want to watch this video and they're going to think, what a shambles. This woman is jumping from one thing to another. I still can't find this basket thing. Oh, I know. They sent me an email. Hang on. Here we go. So I'll take her straight to it. There we go. £2. And they show some of the things you can do, I believe, with this. Yeah. You can see the basket in the background there. But I reckon you could use it as a base to weave on as well. I don't know why they're showing it with a... That doesn't make sense to me, but that does. Yeah, definitely we'll have a go at that. I'm going to tidy my desk up, get my Cuttlebug out and show you how these cut, and some just plain black ink, and just show you how these cut, basically how they work. And then I'll come back and do a proper project with them later on. Okay, so let's try some of these dies and stamps out. So this is my little old Cuttlebug machine. Like I say, it's about 15 years old, but it does seem like they've got some really reasonably priced, small, probably smaller than this. It's hard to tell. Die cutting machines on that site. I'm tempted to, if they, I'll have a closer look later on. If they are really little dinky ones, I might even be tempted to get one. Just have a really tiny one I can put in a bag to take out with me, or just have on the desk here when I don't want something so cumbersome. I've also got one bigger than this that will take full A-size sheets through, but you know, it depends on what you're doing at the time. Anyway, so the basic idea is, with this one, as soon as you open the wings out, it anchors it to whatever you're working on, and then you have, it's different sandwiches, as we call them, with different machines. But with this one, I've got my base plate there, the I can't even remember what the letters are now, but it's the next thickest plate goes on, and then whatever you're going to cut and the die. But all the machines are different, and it actually, the same machine varies. You know, each machine varies, even if it's the same kind. They do tend to vary. You get to know your own personal machine. So I'm just going to put my little snowflakes down on here. Put the other plate on top. And most people are much more careful with their plates and probably wouldn't cut onto that thick base plate because that's an expensive one, but hey ho. Mine is so old and mistreated already. I might go back through again the other way just to make sure. Let's see, fingers crossed. Let's see how they've done. Looking good, looking good. I might leave a pokey tool just to get the little bits out. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Yeah, it's a lovely clean cut. Really nice. Let's just get this off. It's stuck to the plate. Where you've got bits left inside, you just poke them out. That's cut absolutely perfectly. Look at those. Lovely clean cut. And you can do really nice things with these. You can, you know, cut out and just, you know, leave the cut out, make that a feature of the design. You can cut out several layers and stack them together. You can emboss them after you've cut. You can do all kinds of things. I will come back and do some pretty things with these later on and start getting ahead with my Christmas cards soon, I guess. So that's those. Yep, very impressed with those so far. Get them off because otherwise they'll emboss themselves into the next thing I cut. Let's try the flowers next. Now these ones that have the way you've got, so that's that. You can see the cutting edge. There's also these holes cut out and they will emboss, but I think I have to use an embossing mat, so I'm going to do them separately. Let's see how these do. I'm going back the other way again, probably don't really need to, but let's see. Looking good, looking good. Nice. So you can see that where the where you've got the hole, you've got the cutting edge, and then you've got the hole. Where the hole was, you can see that it's kind of embossed. It's kind of embossed an outline there, which is quite nice. Lovely, really like these. Oh, I think I would use these a lot. And one of the things I would definitely do is cut them in different colours and layer them up and crumple the petals and things like that. Use them all together or separately. That will be a well used. So if I just to try it out, let's just try cutting one, just cutting these just as they are first. Oh no, it's done it anyway, but it'd probably do it more if I use an embossing mat. I think you can just see there, it's not just cut the leaf shape, but it's embossed the pattern of the veins in there. I think if I did it with an embossing mat, that would come out even better, but I won't do that now because this is really just opening this parcel video. I'll come back and do a proper project later and show you some things you could do with them. Just wanted to try them out with felt, so I've got some, it's quite thin felt here, but I have definitely used these thin dies on fabrics in the past and it's worked fine. So let's let's see what happens if we don't only need to do one really, because they aren't really designed for doing that, but I've found that usually they will. Yep, and it's done a pretty near perfect job. Yep, I might just need to tidy that up a little bit, but as I say, they're not really designed for doing that, so it's a bit of a Bertie bonus really. And you can make it cut a bit, you know, if I put that more towards the edge of my machine, or if I put just another little shim of card in between, just to put a little bit extra pressure on, then it probably would cut anyway. I would do that a bit more carefully if I was really making something, but just to give you the idea, yeah. So I mean, that would be lovely appliqued onto slow stitching projects and things as well, wouldn't it? Yeah, really nice. And there's no reason why you couldn't cut several layers of it and glue them together, or glue a patterned fabric over the top of a felt, something like that. We've got the stamping bit, so I need to stamp first, really. So obviously to do the stamping, you're going to need to mount these stamps onto something. And you can use acrylic blocks like these, or this one as well. It's got a grid on it that helps for keeping things straight. And I've got these ones that Just Johnny sent me actually, and they're really nice. They call them rocking or rockers or something, because you can kind of rock like this to get a good pressure, because these are quite large. This is quite a large stamp. I could put it on this one, it would fit. I'm going to use my stamping platform. I admit that not everybody's going to have one of these, but I have, so I'm going to use it. And you definitely could use these without the fancy stamping platform. So let's do this. Should we do the chickens first? So cute. Hey chick, you're a good egg. Have a happy day. I'm just going to roughly cut this in half, because it won't go through the cuttle bug otherwise anyway. So use the magnets to hold that in place. I've lost the other magnet. There it is. What you don't want to do is get the two magnets together. They're really hard to get apart. So I'll just hold them in place. And let's stamp some of these. I could just put them onto a block, tap them with ink, and stamp them down like that. Just, you know, but I have got this gadget, and it does work really well for me, so I'm going to use this. I could probably just stamp them all at the same time, actually. See how well they all stamp. Love the little egg. That's so cute. And having the dies that cut the shapes out is brilliant, because it's not just that, yes, that's not too bad of a shape to cut out by hand, but it does save you time to have it cut out with a die. But also because you can just cut the shape out of the middle of a card and have the image peeking out through from the layer underneath, and there's all kinds of interesting techniques you can do when you've got the dies to match the stamp. So I love playing with these. And in fact, just doing this is making me realise how much I miss it. So I will definitely do some videos doing some card making soon. So with these stamping platforms, you just arrange the stamp as you want. Hasn't picked up that one. Press it down to pick up the stamps, so you can make sure you've got the words straight and everything. I'm just testing this today, so hoping this ink pad is going to be juicy enough. You sometimes find that the very first time you use a stamp, it doesn't stamp so well. This is a bit of an old ink pad, so. But the beauty of having this stamping platform is that you can just stamp again and it will go back in the same place. So if you don't get a good image like that, you can just go back over again. Yeah, so I missed quite a few of these bits here. It may be the dried up ink pad. I might be better with that one, just to put it on my little... I think I rocked it too much on that one. You can tell I'm out of practice with doing this stamping malarkey. Let's try again. Yeah, it's fine. They're really cute. I really like those. Let's try, just out of interest, let's just try some of these just on a normal stamping block. Very cute. Yeah, I definitely need to get my hand in at stamping again. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with these stamps at all. They seem... That was user error, and that was user error. But yeah, I think with a bit more practice, I can get a really nice image with them. Let's have a go at cutting out the using the dies. I think I've actually got a refill for this Memento ink. I probably need to do that before I go back and do any more. So with these ones, these are the ones that are designed to be taken apart. So with the other one, it's all in one sheet, and it has to stay all in one sheet. With these, you take them apart. I'm going to see if I can just break them apart, but I might need my little pair of snippers. So I guess this is like the hen house, isn't it? Let's go in the background. Feels to me like this one's quite American. I think it's because there's the corn there, and I don't know, something about the hen house to me looks more American than English. I don't even know why that is. Of course, the great thing with any of these stamps and die sets is that, you know, you can use bits of them with bits of other sets to do something completely different with. I can imagine that this sweet corn could be used with other items from other sets that I've already got, and I could do different things with them. It looks like they're designed to be layered up, like you would cut the corn perhaps from yellow paper, or you would cut it from white paper and ink it, and then you would cut the green parts separately. Look at all these bits. It's nice that there's not just one of each as well, because with little bits like this it's nice to be able to cut several at once. If I only had one, but even though the bits of corn might be identical, if I only had one of each, it would take me ages to cut them. This must be like little seeds on the ground, I guess. Nice, they've got little tiny holes in there so that you can poke out the pieces. Oh, the little egg. So I've got all of the pieces cut apart now. Cut all the little nodules off. I like to cut all these, like we get these little spikes. Sometimes it don't matter, but sometimes they leave a mark in the paper where you don't want it, so let's just take all those off. Need a little bit of washi tape, and the first thing is to marry these up with, and there is a clever way of doing this. I have a little trick for lining these up. I'm not going to do it now because that's not what this video is for, but when I come back and do a project with these things, I will show you that little trick. It makes it a lot easier for lining these up. If you're a seasoned stamper and die cutter, you'll probably already know it, but this will give you an idea. But this isn't going to cut them out as perfectly as they can be. Little eggy with leggies, cute. Run that through, so you can see that's just a little bit off. But I'll show you the trick in a minute. That I can show you roughly what my little trick does. The little trick for lining these up is that you cut the shapes out first, save the negative space. You can then use that negative space to line your image up perfectly within the die cut hole. That is a much more perfect cut than what I did before. Then you can pop your die piece in, and it will just click into. But I knew this would be really awkward to show now because I need space to be able to show you properly. It will just click into place. Then you can tape it on, and you know it's going to be absolutely perfectly die cut. And I will definitely demonstrate that for you when I come back and show a proper project. So then there's all these other little pieces. Let's cut some of these just to see what they look like. I'm intrigued by this. This obviously is going to be fencing. Well, that's the little tree trunk, and again you've got those kind of embossed lines on there. You've got those embossed lines on there, which is really nice. And if I inked that up now, so I could cut it out of coloured paper, or I could do it out of white like that and ink it up, and it would pick up the lines, which would be really nice. That's a really cute detail. The speckle on the eggs. I'm intrigued to see what this fence is going to come out like, because sometimes these kind of background pieces can be really useful. And now that has done the classic. It's a really intricate die, so it has not cut through very well. I can try popping the die back into place again. You can usually, yeah, you feel it sort of snap into place. Let's just tape that. I'm running it through again. Or I might have to put a metal shim underneath to give it a bit of pressure. You sometimes do with these intricate dies. That's not the fault, that's no reflection on this product. It's always the way with these. Let's see if that's done it. think that has done it. Yeah, those are fine. That's cut through perfectly well now. It's a really nice little piece, and again something that I would use with other, as an element, you know, with other sets, not necessarily having to use them with this set. So I won't be able to do all that now, but you can see. So that's obviously, yeah, it's going to work beautifully as a bit of fencing with, oh, trying to get it to focus. I'm really struggling today. Here we go. Yeah, so I will tidy it up a bit where you can see little bits there, and that'll be fine. As I say, that having to fiddle a little bit with that is normal for that kind of a die. And then there's the hen house and the corn and the, yeah. I don't think I really need to cut all of those now. I will show, because this is going to go on too long otherwise. I will come back and do them again when I come back and show a project. Well, I'm very, very impressed with that little set. I think I'm going to be able to do a lot with that. There we go. I think that's good enough for my purposes today. Yeah, pretty impressed with that. I think they look really nice. And then to have I mean, you could just cut those out yourself, or you could use other shaped dies to cut them out. But to have something that will just cut them all at once with those pretty shapes, and some of them seem to have stitching detail around and things, I think that's really nice. And you definitely could create a jig like the one I sort of half showed you just now as well, to make this process easier if you're batch making, you know. Quite nice. Thinking of you with sympathy and prayers. Your kindness means more than you could ever imagine. And of course you could emboss these or whatever as well if you wanted to use different colours. Just wanted to say, it's a good range there. I like the stitch detail, like on that happy birthday one, you got that little, on that happy birthday one you got the little stitch detail there. I think that's really cute. Hoping your day is full of laughter, love and joy. Thank you. Celebrate. It's pretty happy anniversary. Sending happy thoughts. Something for everything here. A card just to say hello. Be brave, be strong. You've got this. Sending a smile your way. Thank you ever so much. I think that's brilliant. It's like a little stamp. Yeah, really nice. If you had no other greetings stamp and die set, that would cover pretty much everything. Well, I'm going to quickly tidy up here and then come back and show you like a look at everything that's there. That's all the goodies laid out so we can see what we got. I would say if I'd paid $20 for that, or whatever the equivalent in pounds is, I'd want to be pretty happy. Can't wait to have a go with this paint by numbers, and it's nice. It's a little small one. I'm probably be able to do quite quickly. I think this is going to be very, very useful. There's all sorts of fun things I can do with this set. I haven't even cut all the pieces yet. So these will just be something. The snowflakes and the daisies will be something I'll use again and again. And I think there's a lot of fun to be had with cutting those out of felt and incorporating them into stitching projects as well. And this, I have 2 or 3 different ideas I could try with this, so I haven't quite decided which way I'll go yet. But I will definitely be back soon and use some of these things and give you a better look at how they work and what you can do with them. That's quite interesting. Yeah, as I say, I'm not they're not paying me anything. I won't get anything out of it if you go and buy stuff or whatever. But so it's just my honest review, but there seems to be really good prices and they seem really good quality, and they certainly reached me pretty quickly and in good condition. So can't say fairer than that. I'll be back really soon with some projects using these things, and meanwhile there's links below to One Day Saving and the particular products that I've got here. So yeah, let me know what you think. Have you had anything from them before? Because I hadn't heard of them. I'd heard of Wish and AliExpress and Temu. I've had some stuff from Temu just recently, but I hadn't heard of these. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that or found it useful. My voice is going now. Oh God. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye. Bye.